Have you ever noticed your stomach feels heavy after drinking milk and then sipping lemon water? You're not imagining it. Many older adults use lemon daily for its health boost, but when it's mixed with the wrong foods, it can create more stress than support. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button so you don't miss simple guides like this. Today, I'll show you 3 common food pairings that quietly disrupt digestion, blood sugar, and kidney comfort. And I'll give you safer swaps to use instead. Stay with me, because later I'll share gentle blends you can enjoy tomorrow with confidence. Let's start with one of the most common trouble spots. What happens when lemon meets dairy? Imagine pouring lemon juice into a glass of milk or stirring it over yogurt. Within moments inside your stomach, the same reaction begins. The citric acid in lemon curdles the dairy proteins, reshaping smooth liquid into heavier clumps. On its own, this isn't always a problem. But as we age, our digestive system slows, less acid, fewer enzymes, weaker breakdown. Put those changes together, and the pairing can leave you feeling heavy, bloated, or running to the restroom. Dairy still has clear benefit. It offers calcium and protein that support bone strength and muscle repair. Lemon water on its own brings vitamin C and a simple boost to hydration. But research finds that when mixed, acid alters dairy proteins and may reduce how well calcium is absorbed in some situations, especially later in life. That means your stomach works harder on the curdled dairy, while the very minerals you expect from it may be less available to your body. You've likely seen this process before. Think about what happens when vinegar is poured into cream. The mixture curdles and separates. The same principle applies here. The acid from lemon knocks the proteins out of shape, and they clump together. A younger digestive system often pushes through, but with fewer enzymes in older adults, those clumps stay longer in the gut. The result can be pressure, bubbling, or loose stools. It might not register as a connection the first time, but repeated pairings make the pattern clear. It's easy to miss the quieter effects too. Poor breakdown allows more food particles to move into the intestines undigested. There they can ferment, drawing water and creating irritation. Over time, this can add to nutrient loss and recurring discomfort. What feels like a harmless, healthy habit, adding lemon to yogurt or soft cheese, can end up straining your digestion instead of supporting it. The impact goes beyond physical feelings. If calcium absorption is weakened, the long-term consequences matter. We know bone loss, slower healing, and greater risk of fracture are already common challenges after 60. So when your body misses out on usable calcium because the proteins are bound up by acid, you're missing out on more than a glass of milk. You're missing reinforcement your body needs. The good news is there are simple, practical adjustments you can make. First, avoid adding fresh lemon juice directly into milk, yogurt, or soft cheeses. Even a squeeze across cottage cheese can set off the same reaction. Second, if you love lemon water, wait about an hour after dairy before sipping it. This space gives your stomach a chance to clear the dairy before tackling the acid. One more note, if dairy has been cooked with lemon, as in a baked sauce or dish, the acid effect may be reduced. That means those meals are not the same as pouring lemon water over a cold yogurt cup. These steps are not about restriction. They're about timing and awareness. With small adjustments, you avoid the bloating and discomfort while keeping the benefits of both foods. It's never too late to notice how your body responds and give it an easier path forward. Now let's turn to another common pairing. This one doesn't curdle in your gut the same way, but it can quietly throw off your energy. Many people reach for it on a warm afternoon, thinking it's the perfect boost, yet afterward feel more drained than refreshed. The next challenge is what I call the sugar lemon trap. At first sip, it feels refreshing, like a sweet lift in the middle of the day. But soon after, many people notice their energy slides away and their focus fades. That tired feeling is not random. It comes from the way sugar and lemon interact inside your body. Here's the simple version. When you eat or drink sugar, your gut breaks it down into glucose. That glucose moves into your blood, and insulin helps carry it into your cells for fuel. But studies find that when sugar is combined with acidic foods such as lemon, Insulin sensitivity can drop in some situations. That means sugar stalls instead of moving efficiently into your cells. What you feel is the difference. A brief surge, followed by fatigue, foggy concentration, and sometimes dizziness. Think of your bloodstream like a highway. With steady traffic flow, every car reaches its exit without problem. But when a lane shuts down, cars back up, piling in place. That's exactly how excess sugar behaves when insulin action slows. The backup can leave you heavy, slow, and hungry again before long. This becomes more important after 60. Many adults over 65 are already at risk for glucose issues, with almost 1 in 4 living with diabetes. Even without a diagnosis, aging makes the body less efficient at handling sugar. So when lemon's acid nudges insulin sensitivity lower, the combination adds extra strain. You might notice this at social gatherings. A slice of cake followed by a glass of lemonade brings on a quick burst of energy. But within an hour, you hit a wall. The crash is sharper than it should be, and your motivation sinks. Over months and years, those repeats matter. Repeated swings ask your pancreas to push harder. They wear down energy reserves and increase the odds of metabolic problems. Many seniors describe it simply as living on a roller coaster. Quick highs, sharp lows, and no steady line in between. The first step is awareness. After a lemon-sweetened drink, pause 30 minutes later. Ask yourself, am I clear and steady, or do I feel dull and spent? If you notice that consistent dip, your body is giving you a cue. Respecting that signal can change your daily rhythm. What should you do instead? Keep lemon simple. Drink plain lemon water without sugar. If you want flavor, pair it with mint, cucumber, or a few crushed berries. Or match lemon with a protein source instead of sweets. Keep lemon plain, or pair it with protein or low-sugar fruits like berries, not with white sugar or syrup. That one change removes the biggest driver of the spike and crash cycle. If this part is making sense, take a second to join in the practice. If you found it helpful, type 9 in the comments. If not, type 0. That feedback helps me keep these guides clear and useful for you. Start with small shifts. Tune into how you feel after changing just one habit. Over time, the steady energy you gain is proof enough that your body welcomes the adjustment. But your digestion and blood sugar aren't the only systems that react when lemon meets the wrong partner. There's another mix that seems harmless at first glance, yet it places extra pressure on your kidneys. Why does a spinach salad with lemon vinaigrette look like a perfect health choice on the plate, yet quietly raise risks inside the body? Spinach gives you fiber, iron, and vitamins. A squeeze of lemon feels clean and fresh, but together, especially for older adults, that same mix may not stay as harmless as it looks. Spinach, beets, peanuts, and other familiar foods carry natural compounds called oxalates. On their own, oxalates pass through the kidneys for filtering and removal. But when citric acid from lemon combines with those oxalates, research links the pairing to a higher chance of calcium oxalate stones in people over 55. For seniors with slower kidney function, the body may not flush the oxalates as easily. Instead, they can cling to calcium, creating tiny, sharp clusters. Your kidneys play the role of filters, managing waste, moving fluids, and keeping minerals balanced. With age, their efficiency often declines. Blood flow slows, tissues may not filter as well, and the clearing process takes more effort. When high oxalate foods and lemon are taken together often, those small filters can get overwhelmed. Instead of being washed away, oxalates stay longer and begin to form crystals. Over time, this can place strain on the kidneys and raise the risk of stones. Studies confirm that the combination of high oxalate diets and acidic foods leads to more calcium oxalate stones later in life. And the discomfort of passing even one stone is enough to highlight the importance of prevention. Pain in the lower back or side, disruption to daily routines, and the recovery time that follows can be avoided by adjusting simple food pairings in advance. Here's a simple image to carry with you. Picture grains of salt in damp air. Instead of pouring freely, they clump into hard lumps that no longer move easily. That's how oxalate crystals behave inside the kidney's narrow pathways. What should filter smoothly begins to gather into rough, immovable clusters that scrape delicate tissue. If you've experienced stones before, or if your doctor has noted reduced kidney function, it's especially important to be careful with these combinations. In fact, the safest step is to talk with your doctor or a registered dietitian before regularly mixing lemon with oxalate-rich foods. Individual guidance makes a real difference here. Practical changes work best. Skip lemon juice on spinach salad. Use olive oil, vinegar, or fresh herbs instead. If you want citrus flavor with greens, choose orange slices, which add a gentle sweetness without the same acid load. When eating beets, nuts, or other oxalate-rich foods, drink an extra glass of water alongside. Hydration is one of the most reliable ways to help your kidneys keep crystals from sticking together. These changes don't mean lemon must leave your diet. Lemon brings valuable vitamin C and hydration when used wisely. The key is not to pair it too often with foods that already carry heavy oxalate content. By noticing which foods to avoid combining, you give your kidneys a fairer task, and you protect yourself from repeat stones. Think of this as a small shift with a large payoff. By changing the way you pair lemon, you spare your kidneys excess strain and keep your daily routines free from sudden, painful interruptions. Preventing stones is always easier than dealing with them afterward. And here's the encouraging part. Avoiding those risky pairings does not mean lemon loses its place in daily life. In fact, when matched with the right partners, lemon can actively support comfort, energy, and resilience. So what happens when lemon is paired wisely? That's where smart combinations come in, ones that bring out its strengths without the drawbacks. These safe partners turn lemon into a steady tool for comfort and vitality, especially as you age. A simple first choice is lemon with raw honey. Honey carries natural enzymes and antioxidants that soothe the throat, calm irritation, and support immunity. To prepare it, squeeze half a lemon into a mug of warm, not hot, water and stir in about 1 teaspoon of raw honey. Keeping the water warm is key because boiling water can damage honey's active enzymes. Sip it slowly before breakfast to keep hydration up and digestion smooth. But one important note, if you live with diabetes or blood sugar concerns, talk with your clinician before adding honey daily. Even though natural, it is still a sweetener. The second strong partner is turmeric with lemon and a trace of black pepper. Turmeric's curcumin has clear anti-inflammatory benefits, but it does not absorb well on its own. Just a tiny pinch of black pepper multiplies its absorption, and lemon adds mild acidity that helps curcumin activate. To make it, use a mug of warm water, add the juice of half a lemon, stir in about 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and finish with that small pinch of pepper. This combination targets sore joints, stiff muscles, and the low-grade inflammation that often builds with age. Many older adults find it helps them move with less stiffness in the morning. Next is ginger paired with lemon. Ginger's gingerols and shogalls help circulation, support digestion, and bring natural warmth into the body. Lemon complements this by adding vitamin C and a gentle digestive lift. To prepare it, peel and slice about a 1/2-inch piece of fresh ginger, place it in a mug, squeeze in lemon, and pour on warm water. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes before drinking. The ginger gives gentle heat, the lemon keeps it light, and together they ease bloating while improving blood flow to cold hands and feet. Taken one by one, each of these blends brings a clear benefit: honey for soothing and immune support, turmeric for inflammation and joint health, and ginger for circulation and digestion. When used regularly, they can shift your daily baseline: less soreness, steadier energy, and fewer digestive upsets. The changes are small at first, but over weeks they build into a pattern of relief your body recognizes. A practical way to think of these is as gentle companions for your morning. Honey gives comfort, turmeric steadies inflammation, and ginger warms and circulates. It's not about mixing everything at once in one cup, but about choosing the blend that fits your needs each day. If you wake up groggy and stiff, Try the turmeric mix. If your throat feels rough, use honey with lemon. If you tend to feel cold or bloated, lean on ginger. Simple, clear options match to your daily signals. The science backs this measured approach. Research shows the compounds in raw honey boost immunity, turmeric with pepper unlocks curcumin's action, and ginger speeds digestion and circulation. They are not medicines and do not replace treatment, but they give your system easier conditions to work with. Your body feels lighter and calmer when support comes in steady ways. What makes these partnerships important is consistency. It's never about instant results, but about small habits that lower stress on your body over time. By choosing Lemon's allies carefully, you protect your digestion, joints, and daily energy from unnecessary strain. And this brings us back to the central idea. Lemon itself isn't the problem. It's the way you pair it that makes the difference in how you feel each day.